Hey, what's up? And welcome to Yoga with Rachel. Today we have a power yoga workout for the abs and the arms. So get ready to sweat, have some water close by, and please take breaks as needed. Let's get started. We begin our practice on our backs. When you arrive there, take a full body stretch, arching through the back body, rotating the wrists and the ankles, stretching it out. Now hug your knees in towards your chest. Take a moment to scoop your tailbone up so that way we can stamp our low back into the mat. For our floor work today, we will do our best to keep our low back connected to the earth in order to maximize the benefits of each exercise. Now bring your hands behind your head, interlacing your fingers. You can extend your thumbs down the back of your neck for support. Elbows go wide. Now lift your head and shoulders away from the earth while still maintaining length in the back of the neck. Now you may decide to stay here as you are feeling great work happening in your abs. Feel free to do so. If you are looking for more, send your right leg out long. The right leg is hovering away from the mat. Perhaps squeezing your left knee in towards your chest a little more. This could be a very subtle action. Breathe in. And exhale to switch. Our left leg goes out long while our right knee hugs in towards our chest. Breathe in and exhale to switch. Keep this action going for a few rounds. Send the right leg out long if it is not already there, with the left knee hugged in. Breathe in, and then on the exhale, we bring our right elbow towards our left knee. Inhale to come back to center, both knees come in towards the chest. Exhale to switch. Left leg goes out long, left elbow towards right knee. We inhale to come back to center, reset, and exhale to switch. Keep this action going. The elbows may want to curl in. We are going to do our best to keep our elbows wide, chest open, gaze up towards the sky. You got this. One more on each side. Wonderful. Lower your feet to the earth for a break. Arms come back to our sides. Feel free to take a sip of water and reconnect with your breath. Let's press into our foundation as we send our feet to the sky. Feel free to keep a generous bend in the knees. Once again, we lengthen through the tailbone to feel that connection. We may have to scoop the tailbone up once again. Send your arms to the sky, palms facing towards one another. Lift the head and shoulders off of the earth. Reach your hands towards the feet and then lower down slightly. Inhale to reach and then exhale, lower slightly. Keep this action going at your own pace while integrating the breath to the movement. Wherever you are, we are here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release head, shoulders, feet, and arms back to the mat. You are doing awesome. Let's take one breath cycle here together. Breathe in through your nose, and then breathe out through your nose or your mouth. Hug your knees towards your chest, and then stack the knees so that way they're over top of the hip points. And then bring the legs together. Knees are bent and shins are roughly parallel to the sky. Point through your toes to receive a lovely stretch in the tops of the feet. Our low back is pressing into the mat. Begin to lift your head and shoulders away from the earth while maintaining length in the back of the neck. Now lift and hover your arms off of the mat, fingers reaching forward. There's an option to stay here, or you can extend through your legs, lowering your legs slightly or until you can feel some action happening in the core, especially the lower abs. Wherever you are, we are here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower and release. Taking a full body stretch. We did it. Hug the knees in towards the chest one more time. Place your hands on your hamstrings and let's rock and roll the length of our spine until we come to a seated position on our mat. Cross the ankles and then make your way to all fours. Stack the wrists under your shoulders, spread your fingers and press into the fingertips and knuckles. Walk your knees back in space so that way they are not under your hip points. Tops of the feet stay rooted on the mat. Rock that pelvis forward slightly, create length in the low back body. We are doing our best to create a line from the knees to the hips, to our shoulders, and then all the way up to the crown of our head. We are going to do our very best to maintain this beautiful length in our back body for this next movement, which will be push-ups on our knees. Begin to bend at your elbows, lowering halfway. Elbows are facing towards the back of the room. And then push back up while keeping a small micro bend in your arms. Let's do this 5 more times together. Lower halfway and lift. Lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, and lower and lift. Wonderful. Walk your knees under your hip points. Bring your big toes together, the knees go wide. Walk your hands forward so that way they are no longer under the shoulders, and then place your hands towards the long edges of your mat. Breathe in to come forward with the chest. Exhale, moving in a circle as we bring our sit bones closer towards our heels. Extended child's pose with forearms lifted away from the mat. Maintaining gorgeous length in the back of the neck. Inhale to continue your circle, coming through with the heart center shining forward. Exhale, continue that circle, heading back into extended child's pose. Continue this flow at your own pace, marrying the breath to the action. The core is still engaged as we move through this flow. We are pressing into the fingertips and into the tops of the feet as they are a part of our foundation. Feel free to reverse that circle at any time. One more round or one more circle. Awesome. Let's walk our hands under our shoulders and knees back under the hip points, shins parallel to one another. Spread through your fingers, pressing into the fingertips. Send your right foot back and behind you, followed by your left. We meet in plank pose. Press out of your foundation, heels reaching towards the back edge of the mat, core engaged, hugging belly towards the spine. We are going to explore a movement called inchworm. This exercise is a great way to light a fire in the core and to build strength in our arms and shoulders. Begin to walk your hands back towards your feet. We meet in a forward fold with bent knees, fingertips resting on the mat or hovering above the mat. Now begin to walk your hands forward and towards the top edge of the mat, where we will meet in a plank pose. Begin to walk your hands back once again, finding a forward fold. And then walking the hands forward, gripping fingertips into the mat and finding a plank pose. Let's do a few more of these at our own pace and keep that breath flowing. Once you have done a few rounds, we meet in plank pose. Lower the knees down to the earth, swinging the legs off to one side, making our way to a cross-legged position. Place your hands on your knees, and then on our next breath in, loop the shoulders, shine the heart center forward, arch through the back body, look up, exhale to begin to round through the spine, drawing the belly button closer towards the spine, rounding through the shoulders. Breathe in to come forward. And then exhale to begin to round through. One more, breathe in. And out. Breathe in to come back to a neutral spine. Let's find some gentle movement with the neck, such as some neck circles. Giving the body some time to cool down. We eventually find stillness. Hands come together. Bring your hands to your heart. Bow your head. You did an amazing job today. Feel free to repeat this sequence 2 or 3 more times if you would like a little more. Or you can bookmark this video and make it a part of your everyday exercise routine. Thank you so very much for joining me here today. Let's take one final juicy breath in together. And then sigh it out through the mouth. Take good care, my friends. Namaste. Thank you, Naomi Joy Fitness and Meditation with Mike, for your kind words and continual support. I am so grateful for you both.